If you treat someone like a celebrity, then many times they will treat you like a fan. The key to this is understanding that power dynamic, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to switch that around so that they chase you. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video I'm going to show you why chasing someone else is the problem in of itself, and the energy dynamics that are going on anytime we are chasing someone. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do instead, because when you switch this around, it actually has the power dynamic work in your favor. Now in general, anytime you are attracting a specific person into your life, a lot of times what happens is we end up putting them on this metaphorical pedestal. So we put them high up on this pedestal, and then they are automatically further away. Now in my own life, I've had many times where this has happened, especially early on when I began dating. I started dating a little bit later in life. I was probably about 16 or 17. And I remember that one of my first girlfriends that I ever had, I really liked her. We started dating, and then what happened is she started to pull away. She started to pull away, and I started to feel that resistance. And I would be thinking about her. I'd be wondering, what is she doing? And I would kind of get in my head about it. Now, what happened was, this was a time when my dad divorced my ex-stepmom. For those of you that don't know my story, my ex-stepmom was emotionally, physically, and mentally abusive and controlling. So my brother and I weren't allowed to have friends before that. So all of a sudden, you know, when my dad divorced her at 15, 16 years old, now my brother and I are allowed to have friends. Now my brother and I are allowed to even date. So I had one of my first girlfriends, and this was like a whole new world. And at the same time, we started to date. I started to put her on a pedestal, and then I started chasing her, hoping that she would like come back to me and just like me and validate me. And then what happened is I started to realize that I started to become friends with a new group within high school. So there was like a new group of friends that I started to be with, and at the same time there was a couple you know, girls in that group that liked me and my brother, both of us. We were called the Doughty Bros. Now what happened was, as that started to happen, my attention went away from the one that I was chasing, and all of a sudden she could feel that energetic pull of me not feeding her the attention, and her and me not chasing her anymore. Well, I remember when that happened, she then started to become interested in me again. It was like she felt that energetic pull, and then I remember she would call me for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I just wasn't as interested, because now I have this whole new group of friends, and I realized that there were many more opportunities than me putting this one person on a pedestal. And it was like 2 or 3 weeks of her calling me, and then eventually it was just like, we just, she kind of got the hint, got the picture. However, what changed was my own energy. Once my energy changed, that's when everything began to change with this process, as I didn't view her on the pedestal, plus I then wasn't being the cameo in her movie. When it comes to attracting love into our life, if we put someone on a pedestal, what we do is we put them vibrationally separate from us. We say, I want you, I want you, and if you say I want you, it means I don't have you. So, and you know, people aren't possessions anyways, but the idea behind this is that then we feel resistance. We feel the resistance because we feel the lack of that person not being in our life. Now also, think about the frame of this perspective. When we come at it from the frame of I want you and I lack the love, and I would want you in my life because then I can love myself more, that's vibrationally what we're saying without even knowing it. What we are doing is externalizing our own happiness, plus we are trying to be the cameo in their movie. Now imagine this energy dynamic right here. I really, really want you. I'm chasing you. If I could just have you in my life, then I would feel so good, so complete, and so whole. Would you just please come to me? What if I was like, would you watch this video and like it? Would you please like this video? I'd really appreciate it if you would just like this video. It would make me so happy. Do you see that energy? Do you see that energy dynamic? Now, the key is when you're doing this with a specific person and you're putting them on a pedestal, you are trying to be the cameo in their movie. And until you become the star of your own movie, that other person that you think is the star won't find you attractive. Just like the quote at the beginning of this, if you treat someone like a celebrity, they will treat you like a fan. The key to this is seeing it as natural, as a part of your self-image for you to be loved. Seeing it as natural for you to have your own things going on because you are the star of your own movie. You are the star. You're a star, honey. Let me tell you that right now. You're a star. You are meant to be loved because you love yourself, you see. And this is an interesting thing too. I used to work with this girl, and she told me this, and it always kind of stuck with me, even though it's been years. It's been probably like 6 years. She said that anytime she was in a relationship and she was starting to date someone, when that would happen, she would get hit on by like 8 or 9 guys in a week. But prior to that, if she wasn't in that relationship and feeling that love from someone else, she wouldn't get approached 8 times in a month or 8 times in 6 months. What is happening there? Well, what is happening is there's a different energy dynamic that's going at play, and when somebody then has someone else in their life, they then give themselves permission to feel that love. Other people feel that off of them. They may feel more love or more attractive, and then everyone all of a sudden is hitting on that person. So can you give yourself enough love? Can you realize you are the star of your own movie? Can you develop your own gravity? When you do this, this is when the energy dynamic changes. It is when you switch up the vibration of what you are putting out. Now, the thing to this process that it's about, it's linking up your current self-image. See, let's just use this metaphorical example. If you view someone and you put them and you say, on a scale of 1 to 10, this is getting very superficial, I understand that. On a scale of 1 to 10, this person is like, oh man, like a 9.8 out of 10. And I, though, see myself as like a 5. Well, guess what? When that person is around you, you're probably going to feel resistance. You're probably going to hope everything goes a certain way. You're going to be very attached to outcome. And because of that, that puts you into scarcity mode. That puts you into scarcity. Now, when you're in scarcity, it's not as attractive. It doesn't have its own gravity. The other person will feel that resistance. People feel what you feel about yourself. So when you change how you feel, what will then happen is they will then change how they feel about you as well. All reality is on the outside is a reflection of your internal state, of your internal vibration, you could say. Vibration is another word for saying your energy state. And when you change it and you see it from that point of view, this is where everything begins to change. Now, here's something I realized as well. When it comes to, the thing with a specific person, when we're trying to attract a specific person, out of the 7.8 billion people, however many people are on the planet, I know it's growing every day, however many people are on the planet, we're saying that out of everyone on the planet, I only want you. And when we do that, what we end up doing is many times we get into a scarcity mindset. We get into scarcity because if things don't go right with that one person, there's no other options because I'm only focused on this one specific person. Now, this is the key to the process. It is realizing there are 7.5+ billion people out in the world, and by putting only one person, saying I want this one specific person, you are limiting your options, and your ego wants that specific person as well. What if the universe could bring you someone that you resonate with at even a deeper level? What if any relationship you've ever been in has been so powerful and it's showing you that maybe this one person that you want to be with, maybe it's showing you that there's someone out there that could be even a deeper connection, but you're not aware of it because you're so focused on this one person and how everything goes. So the key to this is understanding that you can shift into abundance mindset by realizing your own self-worth, by realizing your own value. And when you focus on your own value and you focus on really also doing what you love, when you do what you love, you're at your core energy and you always attract what you are. And if you're at your core energy, you're going to attract that specific person to be in alignment with you or not in alignment with you. But you'd rather them know who you really are. I noticed that anytime I was in prior relationships, anytime I would have that of working a job I didn't like, I would always attract relationships of people that also work jobs they didn't like. Because you always attract what you are. I'm not doing what I love, they also don't do what they love, which means there wasn't as much passion because we're not really happy with ourselves and what we're doing. So the key is knowing that when you do that first and you have the gravity first, you then will have enough gravity and you can then focus on being the star of your own movie. And when you're not chasing them, when you give up the chase, that's when everything begins to change. Imagine that right now you are chasing a butterfly, chasing a butterfly. Many times you won't catch that butterfly, but if you were to just chill and relax, you may find that butterfly just perches itself on your shoulder. And what did you have to do? All you had to do was relax. All you had to do was chill out a little bit. I used to work with this co-worker as well, and we noticed that there was this one guy we worked with, and he was always chasing women, chasing women, chasing women. He wanted to be in a relationship or wanted to date some woman. And she said something very interesting. She said, do you notice that anytime someone's chasing someone else, it implies that the other person is running? You see? So what if by you thinking you had to chase them, you're also resisting them, and it's there in a way just playing off that energy dynamic. So if you switch that energy dynamic by going out and having fun with yourself, if you switch that dynamic by changing the way you relate to them, you'll find that then your energy becomes more attractive. I've seen it happen so many times with people that are in a relationship, they break up. One person may be very devastated about it. One person may really want it to work out and maybe texting that other person. Then what happens is they go out, they have fun with their friends, just kind of like I was talking about at the beginning that happened when I was in high school. They go out with their friends, they start to forget and not put so much attention on the other person that they're thinking about. And then all of a sudden, that other person feels that energetic pull and then texts them, says, hey, so what are you doing? What are you up to? Because they can feel that energetic pull go away. So the key to this is understanding that energy dynamic and knowing that you can pull away by knowing your own worth. Do things every day that you love doing. Realize you are the star of your own movie. Focus on your own state of being. Focus on doing what you love. Focus on about being around friends. Now, the thing is as well, have more fun. Have more fun. Normally attracting a specific person is so serious. Would you just please like me and go out with me and everything just go well? If we have that perspective, we put it on a pedestal, and what ends up happening from that point is we feel resistance, they feel resistance, then they're running, and we're chasing them, and we're just trying to get them to be in our movie. Would you just be in my movie? I want to be a cameo in your movie. I want to be a cameo in your movie. If I could be in your movie, I would feel so much better. I'm going to keep chasing you. I'm going to keep chasing you. I see you running. I see you running. Can I just get your number? Can I just talk to you? This is the energy of chasing. Instead, imagine you just walk in and you're just suave, cool, you're having fun with your friends, you understand that you attract what you are, so you choose to be loving, you choose to love yourself, you choose to see yourself, you've linked up your self-image to knowing that you deserve. If you think yourself as a 5 and someone else as a 9.8, they're on a pedestal. They will probably be annoyed with the energy you're putting out because you're putting out the energy of you are better than me. They're playing off that power dynamic. The key to this is seeing yourself as a 10 out of 10. And everyone else has a 10 out of 10. There's no judgment here. There's no ranking people. That's just an analogy to show the link up the self-image. Change your self-image and you change your life. So this is the key to that process. Now, that's exactly why I make videos like this, to help show you the different energy dynamics that are at play so that you can create the life of your dreams, get out of feeling stuck, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below. I got a lot more videos coming. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos like this outside as well. Also, the most powerful meditation that I have for attracting love, it has over 1.2 million views on YouTube. Read the comments of that. So many people say that that meditation is what attracted love into their life. Read the comments to see what's possible and then listen to it for 21 days. I'll link it below. It's the Attract Love meditation. Listen to it for 21 days. I think it'll change your life. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace, much love, and namaste.